I can't believe I'm saying this, but Westcott has out-Godoxed Godox. They've created a strobe that in some cases is actually better than the Godox AD400 Pro, and it's significantly cheaper as well. Now, if you've been living under a rock for the last few years, Godox has completely taken over the strobe market, at least in America, but I'm sure around the world as well, because they've been creating strobe lights with incredible features for insanely low prices. Now, you may have heard that ProPhoto recently came out with the ProPhoto B10. This is an amazing little battery-powered mono light. I love this thing, but it's incredibly expensive. Most photographers cannot justify it. So they've been going over to the AD400 Pro by Godox. For about 1/3 of the price, you can get almost all of the same features in a little bit larger package, but man, you cannot beat the savings. A couple days ago, Westcott sent me a pre-production unit of the FJ400 for review, and this is obviously going to be a direct competitor to Godox AD400 Pro. The first thing that you'll notice is that this light is slightly larger than the Godox. And the main reason for that is you are going to get a significantly larger battery with this light. They claim it's almost double the capacity, but what it's going to get you in the real world is up to 480 flashes, whereas the Godox is going to be right around 390. Now, some photographers are going to say that this is an advantage for the Westcott, and they would prefer to have a larger battery that's a little bit heavier if it gives them longer battery life. Others are going to say that they prefer to have a smaller battery and a little less weight. That's up to you personally. Now, for mounting on the front of the Westcott FJ400 here, we have a standard Bowens mount. You can also get that mount for the Godox, but the Godox does have additional mount options as well. So if you already own ProPhoto modifiers, you could get that adapter on the front of the Godox and use all of those modifiers. That is definitely one plus for the Godox. Now, when it comes to the output of this flash, we tested this light with the ProPhoto and the Godox with a range of different modifiers, and we were getting slightly different results with each test just because of the shape of this flash tube on the front. But I have to say, almost all three of these lights have an almost identical flash output, so there's not really going to be any difference there at all. Now, in terms of the modeling light, the Westcott has a 20-watt LED bulb inside. It also has a fan. Listen to this. It's not quite as loud as the Godox, but it's still fairly loud. It's probably not going to be the best for video. And when I spoke to Westcott about this light, they were saying that they were not creating this light with videographers in mind at all. And instead, this light should really just be used as a modeling light. The Godox might be a little bit brighter when it comes to the constant light, but the fan's a little bit louder. Again, I don't know that I'm going to be using either one of these lights for video just because they're so loud. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the button layout on the Westcott or the Godox light. Obviously, the Westcott is the winner in terms of screen quality. The screen on the Godox looks like a TI-83 calculator from 25 years ago. The Westcott does have a color screen, but it's not the highest quality screen, and the way that the buttons work and press and the way you navigate the menu is a little strange. I personally would rather just have a D-pad with a OK button in the middle, or even better, a touchscreen, a color touchscreen. That would be awesome. But hey, for the price, this is pretty good. The biggest feature, the ability to use this with the battery power or charge it while you're using it, is available on both of these lights, but a lot of the other specifications are almost identical as well. It's got a trigger input jack, it's got an optical slave, it can do high-speed sync, it can do TTL, all that stuff seems almost identical with these two lights. So you're probably asking yourself, what is so exciting about this light? And in my opinion, there are three things to really take note about. Number one, the Westcott control system. This control system, as far as I know, is the first controller ever that can work with all of the major camera brands. Right now, if you're working with ProPhoto or you're working with Godox or any of these other light manufacturers, you have to get a remote control that works specifically with your camera brand. So you have to get a Canon one or a Nikon one or a Sony one. Westcott is the first, and probably not the last. I would imagine everyone's going to copy them now. But they are the first to create a remote that actually works with any camera brand. So you simply go into the menu and tell it what camera you're going to be working with. And if you happen to be shooting with Sony, we all know Sony's dumb and they have their own proprietary hot shoe. Don't worry, you get a little hot shoe adapter and it's just 19 bucks. That's a super fair price for that adapter. Something else that's really cool about this remote is that it's tiltable. So you can put it in different orientations depending on whether or not you want to look over the top of your camera or not. I don't know, it's a very simple feature, but I like it. Now, I was able to do range tests with this, the ProPhoto system, the Godox system, and all of these almost have identical range, which is really, really good. Now keep in mind, if you have line of sight, you're going to be able to get so far away you can almost not even see the flashes, which is kind of ridiculous. But what's great about that is when you're actually shooting in real world environments, maybe you're shooting through walls or windows, these are going to work far better than the old school Pocket Wizards ever did. All right, the second main reason you should be excited about this light is Westcott is a name brand in the USA. They have a real phone number. You can call it right now and a human will instantly pick up. I actually just tried it myself. No computers, no holding, a person right off the bat. If you ever have a problem with your light, you're going to be able to troubleshoot with a real person almost instantaneously. That's certainly not going to be possible with the Godox. Now, Westcott is also throwing in a 1-year warranty. So if this breaks within the first year, they're going to replace it or fix it for free. I've heard horror stories about Godox lights not being able to be repaired or replaced even within the first few months of purchasing it. We personally haven't had to deal with that, but just keep in mind, if warranty is important to you, Westcott is the clear choice here. Now, the final reason why you should be really excited about this light, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but it's the price. Somehow Westcott has made the FJ400 significantly cheaper than the Godox equivalent. This light only costs $559 compared to the Godox, which is $649. If you can remember back to the video where I compared the AD400 and the ProPhoto B10, at the end of that video I said that the AD400 was probably the best value in the photography strobe market ever. And now Westcott has come in and significantly cut that price down even further. Now, Westcott has created a few package deals where you can save even more money if you want a kit. They sent us one that was $849. This kit comes with the strobe, the battery, the trigger, a 26-inch softbox, a backpack, and a Bowen speed ring. All for $849 is a really good value there. So is Westcott's FJ400 the best battery-powered strobe currently on the market? Absolutely not. But keep in mind, that was never Westcott's goal. If you have unlimited money, you could buy a much higher quality strobe and a much more compact body with extra features. But keep in mind that the average photographer is not looking to spend that kind of money. Westcott's goal was to create the best battery-powered strobe for the money. And I think they've done it. I think this is absolutely the best value in strobe lighting currently on the market.